What's up, YouTube? So I'm back with another video. Today's video is gonna be about taking risks. Taking risks is taking risks. Can't talk today. Risks are a very important part of life. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta risk it all, man. I remember my first official job. I was a supervisor of a valet, and I loved the job. It was in a nice area. It was downtown. It was a nice high-rise condo apartment, a nice high-rise for condos, I mean. And I was a supervisor, but I was 21 and I was supervising people that were 40 and 50, and some were my age, but it was just really weird. But I had a lot of problems at that job because you hire people who are 17 and 15 and 18 and 20 and 21. Those people aren't the most responsible people, and I know this because I was 21 and I worked with a lot of younger people. They would race the cars, and it was crazy. But one thing I learned in that job was to take risks, because quitting that job was risky for me because I had just moved out on my own, and that was my job, and I was reliant on that job to help me pay my bills. But luckily for me, I was pretty smart and I had money. I had 2 months of rent saved up, so it wasn't like I needed the job. I could have definitely survived if I quit that job, but I didn't know that yet because I had never done that. That was my first apartment, my first job, first real job that I saw me staying at for a long time. And I took a risk. When I got tired of the job, I was like, you know what, I can't do this job anymore. I have to leave. And it was one of the scariest times of my life. And looking back, it's kind of funny that was one of the scariest times of my life. But just that uncertainty of I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills. I don't know how rent's gonna get paid. I don't know how I'm gonna pay this light bill, this water bill. All those worries, came second after I just decided I was done. So, long story short, I quit the job. I took a chance. I took a risk. I didn't know what the outcome was going to be, but I was like, I gotta go. I can't stay at this job anymore. And I ended up quitting that job and found a job 2 months later, right as I was running out of my last money. It was so crazy. But that let me know that sometimes you got to take a risk, and sometimes that risk that you take can lead you to a way better position, because the job that I got after that was it was 100 times better, so much more peaceful. I wasn't the supervisor anymore, and I was getting paid more money, which is crazy. But yeah, sometimes you just got to take a risk, because you just never know what's on the other side of that fear that you have inside. And it's a very liberating feeling knowing that you took a risk and it turned out good. Sometimes it won't turn out okay. Sometimes it won't turn out okay, but that's the risk you take by taking a risk. But as long as you learn from things, then you don't really ever truly fail. So you could take a risk and lose, but if you learn something, then you really won. And you experience something. And that's really what life is about, is just experiencing things, because we die. And I feel like the only way life is really worth living is if you're not scared to live life, and you're not scared to lose, or you're not scared to look stupid. You live life and you experience things, because you only live once, as far as I know. So take your risks. If you can do calculated risks, do it. But if not, just jump out there and put one foot in front of the other and figure it out along the way. It's better to make a move than don't move at all. That's what I think. But yeah, that's it for this video, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys in another video. Whoever watching this video, I don't have any subscribers yet, but yeah, see you guys in the next video.